Welcome back, everybody, to our F1 24 driver career mode episode. Today, heading off to Jeddah for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Specialists, let's go ahead and get those assigned. I guess I'll do 3 different startups. It's going to take me a little bit longer in practice, but oh well. We can do the ERS. We can do 50 seconds in 5th gear. And let's do a driven lap in 3 sessions. That will end up being perfect there. Nothing really to do here. We already worked on some of the upgrades, that sort of thing. And yeah, now we'll jump on into the race. Let me jump into practice and qualifying. And yeah, we'll jump right into the race.
We've got fast sweeping corners under the lights and 20 racers all ready to write their name into the quickly growing history of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Fernando Alonso completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Stroll, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Russell, Sainz, Benjamin, Gasly, Leclerc, Hamilton, Behrman, Albon, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Ocon, Magnussen, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
So not a terrible starting position here. Yeah, we can work with this. So going to be 1 stop. I am realizing now we need to put more downforce upgrades into the car. More specifically, front downforce. I had to go up a setting in order to get the car to handle well through the corners. So trying to take it somewhat easy here in the early going. Trying to get through these first couple laps without any or very little damage, preferably no damage there. Got a little track warning. Alright. Going to go down to none on the ERS already. Try to save some up. Actually, I'll go back to it. But yeah, even still, with going with a higher downforce package, the car still has some trouble handling through some of the corners, so we'll see how that handles for the rest of the race. Our thing is, we're going to struggle compared to some of these other cars on the straightaway, so we're going to be vulnerable, but we're going to be able to make up time in the braking zones, kind of like we did there. But like on this this little front straight in particular, we're going to get overtaken very quickly by the cars around us, but we're going to be able to outbrake them into the braking zone. So it's this very delicate game. I guess that's damage that we can live with, though it did not come at a great time. But that's not ideal here with already suffering with the amount of downforce I'm having to deal with, so we'll work with it, but it's not ideal by any means. Leclerc is not currently pulling his weight. He qualified back in 11th. Surprised we haven't gotten a safety car at all. Get rid of Hamilton. Not in the best spot on the racetrack, but what I'm going to need to start doing here is simply just saving the ERS for these straightaways. I'm going to none any place I can. Here I just need to go none now, so I can save up as much of that ERS as possible, because on the straightaways we are pretty slow. So, oh, and we're making little mistakes here. We're going to make it through okay. But things are not going as planned here right now, so it's alright. Just gotta, we're going to be better through like sector 2 here. I'm going to be a little bit better. Not enough brake there. I'm going to get, I thought I'd get one in there, apparently not. Other thing that's going to hurt me here is the amount of DRS zones there are around this track. And I may just look at replacing that front wing when I go make a pit stop, because that is quite significant in terms of how much it affects me around here, especially when I go to try to battle other cars. So I'm not sure how I didn't get DRS there, but actually I'm going to try to let my teammate through here, let him run down some points, because I'm well aware that we are not the top dog in this team, and he's probably got a lot more pace than I do. So even though we had a little bit more pace in qualifying than he did, not much, only 2 positions. Be interesting to see if he can get ahead of any of these cars in front of us. So we've got 25 laps around this circuit. Ideally we'd get a somewhat early safety car, and then maybe, I don't know, take a front wing replacement and go on hards for the rest of the race. But I don't think that's realistically going to happen. We'll see here. but right now we're, I think, just kind of in a dead zone, using up plenty of ERS here.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
Combat that DRS down that straightaway. And I'm not going to be able to touch this little group of, what, 4 cars at the moment. Hopefully one of them, besides my teammate, will drop back to me. And then we can pick them off for points. But at the same time, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, so...
Okay, mate, I know you've had a couple of ops, but don't worry about it. Get your head down, and let's just focus on keeping the next few laps within the white lines.
Really struggling to keep it between those white lines right now, especially through Sector 1. I'm just going to have to slow down just a little bit more. Make sure I do that. Need to charge up some ERS right now. I know it's going to make me vulnerable to especially Behrman behind me, but I've got to save some up for like the front straight, so I'm going to have DRS on me here. But I don't think that Williams is as good through, say, Sector 1, except for this little straightaway. So we'll see if we can pull a gap. Oh my word, that DRS did him wonders.
Lost a position, that's us down a place.
We're able to dive it down in there though. Go. Okay, really having to be careful through there. That's alright. I need to save ERS right now so I have some for the next few straightaways. So why are we on a medium deploy? It's supposed to be a none. When did I get bumped back up? That's why I'm struggling for ERS. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Now we're going to really seem slow. But I'm going to charge up much faster. So.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.8 seconds.
Really, that's not too bad in all reality. Compared to what they have been doing. So. Behrman's going to get by me for right now. But we're going to have DRS on him down this straightaway. We'll get some ERS as well. Plus a slipstream. We'll take an outside pass here. Kind of pinch him down. And there we go. I'm going to take a look back at us here. Not too worried. Kind of force him out. Sure, I get through here okay. And then I've got one more corner. Maybe 2 more corners I really have to worry about. In terms of not leaving the course, I can kind of really attack it, but see, this is the first corner I really have to watch. Not going too wide there. Let's get on the ERS here. Don't want to drop that below about there. Just going to hold them off for now. Should. And we're all good there. We should be good the rest of the way. Going to use some here. Not let this get below there. We'll save some for the front straightaway still. There we go. And we're going to have the DRS on him once again. Snag a little slipstream.
Nice work. That's why I love working with you.
Down the inside again. Actually, I think the outside is the way to go on that corner, in all reality, because you set yourself up for the inside on the next corner. Something to kind of figure in for future laps, because I'm sure this battle is going to continue with myself and Behrman. So there we go. And I imagine we're somewhat quickly approaching some pit stops here. There we go, get to that corner. Boy here. And maybe we'll hold them off here. We'll see how strong that DRS is. I think I've got enough DRS. Let's see here. I want to go to the outside if it's going to make a move. Nope, we were able to hold them off pretty well there. Except for when I got no steering, lots of understeer there. Ugh. I'm wondering what the tires are looking like as well. I'm having to shift all over the place right now. Yeah, the front tires are pretty much fried.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
We need some tire wear upgrades as well, but really I think it comes down to front downforce and
gap to the car in front, 8.2 seconds.
front downforce and also some weight reduction as well, more so than the tire wear, at least at the moment. I think just because of the weight and lack of downforce in the car, I'm having to push it really hard in order to keep pace. I'm really having to send it down into the corners and get to the gas really early in order to put up a fight. So I think that's more what I'm dealing with right now. Because the rear seemed fine in terms of tire wear. Last season there's times where it was just baking everything in terms of the tires. That's not what I'm seeing here. So I think our tire wear is actually pretty good. It's a matter of getting the other upgrades that will save the front tires and allow me to have a better run. So at this point I'm not looking at doing anything with that front wing. We just gotta deal with it. Yeah, I think at this point I've just gotta deal with that front wing. So we're saving up the ERS here. Oh, I don't like that. Kind of block off Albon there. How'd he get to the inside there? I'm not sure, but it's going to make this turn one overtake. I've been doing really hard.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push.
Or pin this lap. We sent it down the inside though. Get her done. There we go. I'm not sure what car just pit. But it was one of them up in front of us. So we'll see if that lap earlier pit stop helped them or not. And go from there. So I haven't damaged in multiple laps, but okay. Do I have... It's going to be fully charged? It sure is. I don't really need to worry about protecting down the front straightaway. They've been gone since before the weekend has started.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on the distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Alrighty, I suppose. Probably just gave Behrman a great end lap since I just gave him DRS there, and he's probably going to pit next lap. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Oh, and I forgot to check this. Okay, it works today. It did not work last time. Let's go. Oh, we glitched into Joe, who was coming into the pits. Alrighty.
Look after these tires now
So,
and finish the race on this compound.
Let's see here. Hopefully the hards will feel better going around here. I'm not sure what we'll find, but we'll see here. At least initially they feel better. I did not replace the front wing damage. Completely forgot that I was even considering that. So, but, yep, not changing the front wing apparently. Now, if we get a safety car, we could go back to... Let's see, we could probably... We go to a new set of mediums. Or... We may be able to even go to... Would be on used softs. So I'd probably actually go to new mediums here. And that would allow me to change that front wing. That's going to be the plan if yeah, that's going to be the plan if we get a safety car at all. Not out of the question here. It's going to be a matter of if the AI end up making a mistake or not. So, they're still not super common. I don't feel. More than anything, you see lockups. You don't really see safety cars still. Even with some of the patches and stuff, so we'll see. I won't count one out. Alright. I'm kind of counting out in a way. I'm not counting on it. But I'm hoping for it, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it's all I can really do for now. And hope for a safety car, make that wing change, put myself on a better set of tires, and go from there. So we're going to play our same strategy as we were playing with Behrman on Bottas here. I think Bottas is actually slower than Behrman, so I think if we can play that strategy, we're going to be well off here. made stupid moves, checked himself up there. Lots of time out of throttle there. We got a yellow flag up ahead, and Lance Stroll is out of session. Virtual safety car. I never do well with these.
Slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Really, I want to keep this as close. I want to keep that as close to 0 as possible without going under it. That's what I want here. You just gotta be careful going through corners and stuff. That's where we make up a lot of time on the Delta, or compared to the Delta.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until
So I really need to watch it.
VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
I'd really watch it there.
Green flag.
And that may have been perfectly timed by me. I may be able to get outside some DRS zones here. They're going to have it on me for that straightaway, but I may have timed it so I can get away afterwards here. I nearly hit the wall going into that, what is that, turn 4? Scraped the wall there a little bit. And yeah, I've been able to gap him quite well here so far. So that safety car actually played well into my favor. It's just going to be a matter of, can I keep that gap consistent throughout a lap? I think I can now that I'm outside of that DRS range, and as long as I don't make too many mistakes. Yep, we're using overtake. Use it here. Keep us outside of that range. Don't want to use too much though. Only going about 50% there. And we'll have to figure out. That sets me up for 70% here. I only go about 50% on the back straightaway. Does that give me DRS all the way down into this corner? It gives me enough there. So we'll plan on keeping it at 50% for that back straightaway. And I've not really been using any through here. It just shoots me wide if I do.
Okay, mate. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's
Can
make
use
the
some
best use of
here.
it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Still gotta be wary. It's not like we're pulling massive time gaps over people behind us, but we're all the way charged there. Gotta use some here to stay out of the DRS range, or the DRS range, sorry. Okay, we're going to save a little bit here. Up to 50%. Okay. I'll be close. I gotta do better this next lap at managing it. Nope, I didn't do it right. They're going to have it. They're likely going to stay within the DRS range. They've still got those medium tires, which are quicker for a little while yet, so just need to keep managing, and eventually these hards will give way for the longer run that we have here. used a lot up there. If I get out to the corner there, I may still be able to get outside of the range for this next detection point. Nope, not quite. Okay, so he's going to have it here. And to use it up here. Go down to about there. We're going to be fine. Now it's going to be going back to that old strategy of making sure we have enough to essentially re-overtake down into the next straightaway. So let me get past here. There we go.
Come on, you can win that place back.
We're gonna plan to go here. And the nice thing is, as well, is that at least at the moment, we are clear of the other cars on track, so we don't have to worry about giving up DRS to them. That's when it really comes to be a problem, is when you get you get a whole group involved in the little train. So they've caught back up now. I'm currently within that DRS range. Yeah, and they're going to be within that range almost certainly for the rest of this little bit. So I'm not going to push this straightaway too hard. Go up about 70% there. And yeah, we've got a good train going here. We're going to save up all the ERS here. Not deploying anything here. I had a long trek to try to, and I damaged the rest of the wing just a little bit. We've got the DRS though. Not that this is going to be a hard overtake at all, but we did damage that wing some more, so that's going to hurt me even in terms of like stopping power. So we gotta use some here, get clear. And now it's just going to be parking the car through the corners and defending down the straightaways.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trying to by 17.1 seconds.
I think we are still in contention for some good points here. Going to be running a bit low on ERS here. Okay, we can deploy some now. I think we're good. Okay, we're good through there. A1, need to use some here to defend. Making sure we're sticking with Botas here. Getting down this speeder lobby. And this is going to turn into a nice little battle for the final World Championship point. Got a nice little group here. Unfortunately, that does not make my job any easier. We're using up all the ERS that we have. That checked them up. Fortunately, we are struggling through Sector 1 still, so I definitely think it was a good idea to let Leclerc by, though he is not taking advantage of that position that we gave him. He just sitting behind Russell like he has been all race. Need to be careful here. We've now got Ocon behind us. Gotta use ERS here. May have been too much deployed, but we'll live with it. Okay. ERS here. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, gotta deploy everything we've got here. Gotta stay to the outside. Not let Bottas have a lane. Get as wide as possible through that corner. We've got 5 laps to go. Careful through that corner. We've been struggling through that first little bit. Last little bit. But we're not hanging on too bad with the amount of
gap to the car ahead, 22.1 seconds.
With the amount of damage that we have, so should be able to defend here. I'm only going to use up some ERS on me, but no problem there. Here's where we gotta use some. There we go. It's more than I wanted to use, but we'll be okay.
Okay, we need to push now. Use the overtake button for more power.
I have been. Okay, use it now. I'm going to sit outside. That's fine. Another one. That's fine. Ocon can go through. I think he's a bit faster than some of the other guys we've been fighting against, but we've got plenty of ERS, plus the DRS, plus Slipstream to help us get by.
Good job. Nice overtake.
And I just gotta be careful on the last lap. I need to start paying attention. Oh, and my DRS has an issue. So I need to use everything very carefully this lap.
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
Okay, gotta be very careful here. Gotta defend here. Give myself a chance. Oh, and I just damaged my wing even more.
Damage to your front wing. Damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
We're not boxing. We're gonna fight for a point. I just used way too much deploy. Are we still down? We're still down. Okay, that's all the more I can use. Might as well just defend here if I can't get DRS anyway. There's no sense in letting them by. However, these next 3 laps just got harder with the extra wing damage and with the DRS not being available. So it's just unfortunate. Oh, and that was not good for me there. That section is going to be a bear. And to save up everything we can here. Okay, defend here, go high. Give myself as much ERS to work with here as possible. We are majorly behind anyone else. Okay, we should be good here. go. Okay, I need to leave myself with about 35%. Make it 40. I can survive with 40% here. DRS is still unavailable. Go. And coming across the line, I'm still ahead. So we can do this. 2 more laps to get a singular point out of this race. Might be the hardest point I've ever had to work for. Just gotta be careful for this next little bit. Not pick up a penalty here. Perfect. Gotta take the inside here. With the exit. Gotta use some ERS here. Oh. Somehow I did not get a warning or a penalty out of that. Works for me. Again, 40%. So I can survive. We should be able to survive with 40%. I about missed my breaking point there. DRS is still down. Well, it's just good practice for next lap. And we gotta pull that exact same move, because I don't think even with the DRS I can pull back in front quickly enough to get across the line in front of them. So we're going to be pushing hard here at the beginning of the lap, like they have been. I think they still use their ERS too much at the beginning of this last lap and don't really leave themselves enough for the end of the lap. Gotta be careful here though. How low are we on fuel though? That's going to be another question. Gotta get back alongside Sonoda. We're going to have... Whoa! Are you kidding me? Oh no.
Okay, clear.
Are you kidding me? Well, that completely sucks. Oh, we got no turn. Well, that's a race for you. So close. All we had to do is keep about 50% deployment down to that corner and keep the lead there and just deploy, and we will have had 10th
And
and a
that's the
point.
end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Stood at 16th. Man. I don't even know what happened. I tried to force them.
And in the end,
I don't even know.
Max Verstappen.
Oh, that's a terrible pun. Usually I'm a big fan of puns, but that was a terrible pun.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty.
Alright, let's move on.
Here come today's
See the
winners,
race
team
results. Not a very good day for Ferrari for sure.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined
Verstappen,
us,
Norris,
and we'll see you
Alonso,
for the next
Perez, Gasly, Sainz, Russell, Piastri, Leclerc, Bottas, Behrman, Ocon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Guan Yu, us, Sonoda, and Albon, Stroll, Hamilton. So that's completely frustrating. Turned on the last lap, but all we can do is move on, try to regroup for the next race, try to put some upgrades in to help us out, and off to Australia for the next race. So yeah, let's jump back to the main menu, see how this impacts our rating. I cannot keep having bad finishes like this and expect my rating to go up. So yeah, let's move back to the main menu and wrap this up. Experience goes up a little bit, racecraft goes down. We actually go down in our rating a little bit. That's the first time that's ever happened. Moving forward here, specialists I think should all go up, and it looks like they do. But yeah, I think our rating goes up so much, I think, if we can just not get turned on the last lap there. So it is what it is. Couple good upgrades coming in there. Let's take a look at what else we've got. Currently sitting in 5th in terms of everything right now. There's drag reduction. I need to see what upgrades we need there, but I suppose we can start working on some. I guess we could work on some weight reduction as well. Where are we sitting in terms of chassis? Okay. Where are we sitting in terms of aero? Okay. And not that I can do either of those. About the same. And up towards the top. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and get that on the way. And then I've got nothing I can help with in terms of any powertrain. I think that'd be good to focus on as well for a little bit. And then we'll hit chassis pretty heavy as well. Overall, we just need to spread out the upgrades over the course of the season. Got more upgrades coming in here soon. I've got 2 parts in the works. Leclerc's got another one, so actually we've got a major engine part in the works. Not scheduled to come in for the next Grand Prix, but that's alright. But we could also get some resources, and that may allow us to get like a chassis upgrade in as well. So that's going to wrap things up for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know any thoughts or comments on the comment section below. But have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.